Hello everybody, welcome to another fantastic episode of Distilled, Brewed, and Reviewed. My name is John, and this is my world-famous sipping den, and I invite you into it. On this channel, I do everything that has anything to do with alcohol. That's a tall tale. You know I'm the only one in the world that can do it? And I do it with half my taste buds tied behind my back, and you want to know why? Because I have a lot of friends on YouTube that also do reviews. Okay, they don't do everything that has anything to do with alcohol. They may do just beer, or just wine, or just bourbon. I do it all. But I like to make it fair to them. So, of course, I'll do it with half my taste buds tied behind my back. I am the only one in the world that can do it. It's quite amazing, if you think about it. Now, on top of that, I have the best playlist in the world. I have to, because I have to have you be able to find everything I review. So I have everything categorized and subcategorized, so it's easy to find. And I'm challenging you now to check out my playlist and see what I'm talking about. Every comment or every video I do, the first comment's always pinned because it always has a link to the playlist. You just touch it. That pertains to what I'm reviewing. In this case, red blend wine. All right? All my red blends. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, I asked for a sub, and let's get on with it. The McBride Sisters collection. Black Girl Magic red blend. Black Girl Magic. 13.5% ABV. Black owned, women owned. Napa Valley. Let's see if it's any good. So, I just want to see if it's good. Okay? If it's not good, I'm going to say it. If it is good, I'm going to say it. Doesn't matter to me who owns it or who doesn't own it. I'm sorry. If it's good, by God, we'll call it good. And if it's not, well, we'll point out the flaws. So here it is. I'll give it this. It's got a classic label. I do like the presentation of it. It's got a little story on the back. All right, we're going to open it with this waiter's corkscrew. We're going to take this foil cutter, put it over the top of the and cut it. However, there it is. So you put it over like that. We give it a spin, and that should take off the foil, so we can get to the cork. It's hard to do it and show you. Let me do it without showing you, but that's how you do it. It's hard to do it not on a surface. So we do it like this, and then it comes right off. And now we have the cork, and we pull this out like this, right? And we're gonna put it in and do our thing. All right, Black Girl Magic Red Blend. Let's see. All right. I love using this kind of corkscrew. It's always fun to me for some reason. You know, drinking wine's a ritual. Yeah. So I like corks because, yeah, it's convenient to have a screw cap sometimes, right? You're in a hotel room, you forget. I always keep one of these, though, by the way, in my vehicles. But sometimes it's nice just to have a screw cap. But I love the whole ritual of wine. So, put it in my freshly rinsed glass. Let's let you look at the color of this. Oh, this is a classic, it's a Bordeaux blend. So it's Cabernet and Merlot. I mean, you can't go wrong with that blend, really. So there's the color. Let you look at that. You make your decision on that. I always have to say this because I don't want to sound too pretentious. I don't want to make this harder than it is. All right, I want to break this down easy so everybody can enjoy wine. All right? I don't want to make terms that nobody knows what the hell it is and everybody gets intimidated. It's stupid. This is a simple thing that we just want to enjoy wine, okay? Even the French wine, I try and break it down and make it simple. So I'm going to make this simple by saying, if I say something, okay, I'm an amateur chef. I'm a gardener. I have, when someone says something that's a flavor I wasn't familiar with, I found it, whether I had to send away, whether I had to get a liqueur, whether I had to get a kit, tasting kit where you put drops into water to smell it, to educate myself. And ask you to do. I try not to use terms I know people aren't too familiar with, but there's a lot of black cherry. There's cassis in here. I don't know if you know what that is. It's kind of like a raisin, sort of. Okay, first off, the smell is pleasant. It's floral, and I say this, a lot of wines are floral. They should be floral. Everybody likes flowers. It's a beautiful, pleasant smell. That's what we're getting here. I'm getting some cassis, some black currant. I know a lot of people aren't familiar with that. Try and make yourself familiar so you know what I'm talking about. You're going to hear that a lot. It's got black cherry. It just smells good. It really does smell good. Some oak coming through. All right, let's give it a, now it's going to develop, right, over time in the glass, or if you decant it or use an aerator. I like to get the first one. I'm just acclimating myself. Now we'll go in. Let's see about the balance. The fruit should be in balance with the tannin, should be in balance with the acidity. The acidity you feel on the sides of the tongue, it's what makes your mouth water, like when you bite into a lemon. The tannin is on the tongue and the roof of the mouth. It is that dry type taste that you get when you do an iced tea that's over, too much of the tea in there. You know how it's got that tannic, rough, but tannin is a preservative. It's actually good for you, and it helps preserve the wine. Over time, it fades and becomes nicer, actually. And you can do that by aerating it. And of course, fruit, we know what that is. Well, I'm trying to look for a year on this. 2019, 3 years old. So the acidity, it's balanced. It's got light acidity, but it's got light tannin, and it's got a light fruit. So it is balanced in that sense. Nothing overpowering in this one. I love the black cherry. Who wouldn't? A lot of black cherry, kiss of plum, a little bit of woody taste in there, the barrel, which is nice. Adds complexity to it. And I'm getting a kiss of creamy vanilla, which is surprising because, yes, vanilla comes from the oak, but a lot of times it's a delicate flavor and it gets overshadowed. Here it adds a nice creaminess, and I'm getting that vanilla coming out of that oak or that wood. You might say it's oaky if you're familiar with oak. You might say it's cedar, whatever. There's a definite nice wood tone to balance this out. Very pleasant. Very good wine. When you bring air into it, it helps bring it up into the olfactory nerves, and that's why people do that. There are no faults to this. It's easy drinking, it's pleasant, and I am enjoying it. So, I'm going to enjoy this. I'm going to enjoy this with my lunch. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to sub and check out the playlist. All right, everybody.